Cyborg, what it look like, man? We back. Hey, yo, this weekend, Saturday, November 9th, man, we got a rematch coming up. Your boy ENNIS, aka Boots. Boots Ennis is going up against Karen from Ukraine, man. These dudes had a fight back in 2023, and for all intents and purposes, man, I gotta call it a little bit of a lackluster fight, man. I had, as many people did, given the momentum that he was carrying at the time, a lot of people had high expectations of Boots, man, to do some really cool damage that night. You know, some of his usual styling and profiling, but never materialized, man. Every time Boots got a little bit hot, every time he got the crowd into it, a little excitement going, Karen would find a way to back up and navigate his way out of that danger zone with his feet, of all things. You know what I mean? Not so much with blocking or anything like that, but just really navigating himself closer and closer to the ropes, and really utilizing the ring to neutralize Ennis's steam. You know, I found that every time Ennis, did light him up, it was just really like a kind of in and out process, man. Something that never lasted long enough for Ennis to really take hold and to put a definitive turn in the fight in terms of taking over and shutting CHUKHADZHIAN down, you know. So Karen, his style just really didn't make for the excitement that you come to expect when you see a Boots ticket being sold, you know. Guy just did too much dodging, too much cagey type of backing away and stuff like that, and he himself didn't really come forward much to lend any more drama to the fight. So it was just kind of like an ebb and flow for the whole fight. I mean, from the round one all the way to the very last round. At the end of the fight, I mean, I recall Boots looking kind of fresh. He didn't really have a lot of contact to deal with. He didn't have a lot of marks or any kind of traces of a real beating on him, you know what I mean? And not to say that he wasn't the one doing the beating, but the point is he wasn't getting a lot of energy back from Karen. So this fight taking place right now, man, I gotta call it for what I think it is, man. I think this is just an opportunity being taken by these two fighters to do, if nothing else, a do-over. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to do this time what we hoped they would have done the first time, which is bring a quality fight to the table. You know what I mean? I don't want to put this on Boots or Karen. You know, Karen had to do what he had to do to survive, and Boots wasn't. I don't think he was really prepared for a guy to pretty much run from him all night. I thought he was expecting a little bit more of a showdown where he can exercise his plethora of different punch combinations and angles that he normally produces throughout the fights that we've seen him have in the past, you know. But Karen wasn't there for that. He was really there to try to win the fight in a rather awkward, or at least a manner that's like not commonly faced by Boots. You know what I mean? Boots wasn't ready for a guy like this, so it went the distance. And ultimately, I thought it was a lackluster fight. And so right now, I don't see why anybody in the fan spectrum is actually looking for, asking for, clamoring for this fight. There's really no reason to see it again, you know, except for the fighter's own interest in making a statement and kind of trying to wash over the blandness of the first fight. You know what I mean? I think that's the only thing that that makes sense out of this, because nobody in their real mind, in their right mind, is actually looking to see this fight again. It's almost as if both Boots and Karen are probably being avoided by everybody else, and they're just like, fuck it, let's just fight each other, because you got to stay active, you got to keep making money. But other than that, there's no prominent rhyme or reason why this fight should even be taking place. But it's happening, man. Boots still got the title. He's 32-0. I think Karen right now is, I think he's 20. 26-2 or 24-2. So very good records on both sides, man. But Boots definitely undefeated, and the guy with the you know, with the juice in this fight, man. I think I'm gonna have to call it the same way it ended up, man. I don't think it's gonna be that exciting of a fight. I think it'll be more exciting than the last fight, but these guys are gonna be fighting virtually like the same way they're used to, and I think in order for one to beat the other, he has to force his or impose his style on the other guy, and I think it's gonna result in much of the same as we've seen before. But it is boxing, man. You never know what to expect. You know, the fighters, they got their own game plan, and the trainers, everybody involved, you know, they do know how to mix it up when they want to, man. But I just right now I'm a little bit on the fence about even watching this fight, but it's coming up, man. It's boxing, and I'm just hoping for an exciting one. I actually hope to be surprised, man. Hope to be pleasantly surprised by this fight. So check with y'all next time. Peace.